Hey, what's up guys? It's Reflex, and I apologize for missing last week's video. I was on such a good roll, but of course I've been really busy with school. But I'm here now, and I'm recording at this desk because my school desk is a mess where I usually record. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the amount of dust and pet hair you'll probably see here. That's just how this desk is. But I'm going to be recording a few videos here and then editing through them when I have time in between studying for school. But today's video we're going to be talking about the Tactile Turn GT. Not a fountain pen, still a pen. Man, I haven't recorded a video in a while. Got to get back into that. But then after that I have a video on an ink. I have two birthday pens I got that I want to cover, a pen a friend gave me, and a pen that I impulse bought during some bad storms. Just kind of trying to make myself feel better. So I got that pen. But yeah, first we're going to talk about the Tactile Turn GT this week. Let's get into it. So obviously this pen is not cheap. It's also not being sold anymore, so if you really want one and you get one on eBay, it's going to be even more expensive. But it is I got the short one, which is in between. It's the middle size. There's like the regular, the short, and the mini. My other Tactile Turn that I have is the regular, but I decided to go with short because it takes the Jetstream refill, which I wanted like a nice body for a Jetstream refill. So this was the time. I planning for this to be my last Tactile Turn, but I also planned on my last one to be my only one, like the first one I got. But I'm a big fan of like all things cars and racing, and I'm also a fan of McLaren, which is kind of tied to this pen in a way. This is like I think they call it the GT. Yeah, it's the Tactile Turn GT. But it's like the Gulf livery colors, which McLaren uses, and the Ford GT used in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and the first person only? I don't know if it's only, but definitely the first person to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the Ford GT was Bruce McLaren, who obviously is like the McLaren. And he drove number 2, so that's why I went with number 2. On my clip, you have the choice between it saying GT or number 1 through 0, and I went with 2 because of McLaren. And I love the Gulf livery colors. I even have the hat. So yeah, love McLaren. They're my favorite Formula 1 team. So I had to get this. Just everything I love, basically, when it comes to cars, all wrapped up into one pen. My favorite hobby is I had to. So when I got money for Christmas, yeah, I bought this. I kind of had to, The inside of the clip, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I think you can a little bit. It says Tactile Turn 2022. That's a thing they do with all their clips. Let's go ahead and open it before we talk about the overall build quality and if I'm happy with the purchase and how much money I spent. What refill did it come with? I think it's the Schmidt Easy Flow, if I remember correctly, or something along those lines. Very nice milled titanium. This is titanium with a Cerakote finish. Nice spraying on there. And then I put the Jetstream SXR 600 refill in it, which I was originally using in I bought it for a Parker Jotter, but I hate how thin that body is. As nice as it looks, I don't really like thin pen bodies. So now I got it in here. Very nice. That's pretty much all there is to it. Pretty neat. Let's go ahead, and put that back in there. See some dirt dirt on there. Might clean that later. Oh yeah, I'm actively putting dirt on it. Okay, well I need to wash my hands. Why are my hands so dirty? I haven't done anything today. Whatever. It's a light color, so I guess it picks up some dirt. I haven't used it that much, if I'm honest. I've said it before here, I'm all about actually using your pens and not just storing them away and never using them. I think that takes away a lot of the fun out of it. But of course, everyone has their own definitions of fun. You know, enjoy your hobby how you like. But for me, I prefer to use my things I buy, or else it just feels like a waste of money. But I haven't used this that much. I've already nicked it somewhere. I can't even find where anymore. Is that it? No. I think that's it right there. That tiny little nick. I was using my, what do you call it? My brain's not working. Calipers. My digital calipers. I was kind of using them as a ruler, and the metal on them just nicked the Cerakote finish a little bit. And I kind of just didn't want to use the pen anymore because it's so much money. And I know that over time it's going to look worse. And normally I'm all about that. I think it looks really cool, but I don't know, just the amount of money I spent on this, and I was already unhappy when I received it because you can see where the finish wasn't completely properly applied, which I know it's just like a part of making something. Nothing's going to ever be perfect, but spending that much money, I was really bummed to see that. And I know it's just a tiny little thing, but when you're spending that kind of money, I expect it to be flawless. I didn't contact Sport because I feel like that's just a normal thing, and I don't think they're going to have anything to say about it. You know, maybe if I had said something, it would have been different. But that kind of bummed me out. Otherwise, incredible pen. I do need to use it more. It feels great to write with. I'm not really going to go over the refill because that's kind of up to what you put in it. Also, when I first got it, that part wasn't quite working. Yeah, right there. Sometimes it gets stuck right there, and I have to push it like really hard. Other times, like now, it's perfectly fine. But sometimes it gets caught a little bit there, which is also kind of annoying at the price. But sometimes I don't have the problem at all. I think it might just be the way the refill's in there or something. So you might just need to take some time to play around with it if you have that problem as well. But yeah, that's all there is to it. I absolutely love it. It's definitely, without a doubt, my favorite non-fountain pen. Now, if I had to start rating all of my pens all together in a list, that would be difficult. This would still be up there, I think. But it's just so much money, especially now if you're buying it, you know, third party, aftermarket. Not aftermarket, what do you call it? Like, it's sold out now. You can't buy it from Tactile Turn, so you have to get it like on eBay or the Pen Swap subreddit or something like that. And it's a lot more money there. So I wouldn't personally pay it unless you're like a collector who wants every Tactile Turn special edition or whatever. But it's, at the end of the day, it's just a fancy pen that, you know, you can put a refill in. Like, if you want a Jetstream pen, you don't need to pay $200 or $100 or more on a fancy body. This is a luxury item. Only you can decide if you're willing to pay that kind of money for it, really. But I love it. I keep it in my pen display box because I love it so much. And I do still occasionally use it. I need to use it some more. Just get over the whole it looking worse over time. I don't mind if I get some nicks. My fear is, will there still be any finish on it at all after 50 years? That's kind of my main concern. But I guess it doesn't matter. Like, the problem with it for me is, I don't even know if y'all will care about me saying this or whatever, but I like when things look used and worn and like you're not just babying it. But if I use this pen and then the whole finish is gone. It's just a normal tactile turn pin. You know, I could have saved $100 at that point and just bought a normal, what do you call these? Click? Are they called a click? Side click, yeah. At that point, I could have just bought a normal side click. That's my main concern. I don't know how durable the Cerakote finish is. I don't know if it's only metal that's going to nick it, or if things like, I don't know, dust, pocket sand, if that will make it wear off. And, you know, does it wear off in degrees? Like, will it kind of rub off over time and then turns like a lighter blue? Or if it comes off, it fully comes off. You know, I don't really use anything with a Cerakote finish, so I'm not too sure how durable it is. So it is just something kind of in the back of my mind, but I just need to get over that and use it, I guess, or decide to just be the way I want and put it in my display box, even though I always say to use your pens. Well, I don't tell you to use your pens. I just prefer to, but I guess I can make an exception for myself. I don't know. I really love the pen. I want to use it more. I'm so conflicted. I love it. That's all I have to say. Welcome, TED Talk. Bye.